I guess what you described briefly there, like that stance of kindness, like how you think about that and
Yeah,
its impact on your
yeah,
client, and would that be
yeah.
okay?
Yes, absolutely. Well, you know, actually, by the time I finished writing that book that you just held up, I it then sort of started a whole new wave of thinking for me because I I don't know, I couldn't quite grasp everything. I needed to do some more research and I needed to look for another model on top of attachment to help me get a bit clearer. And so I started to look at the current trend in cognitive behavioural therapy and mindfulness. And that helped me more to get a hold of kindness. So, and also, to understand a bit more about the neuroscience of, I'm not a great neuroscientist as a psychotherapist, but I started to understand some of the basics. And what I found as I searched for more was that really the neuroscience is telling us some very fundamental things about helping to make change. And we know that positive emotions and uh, that sort of like corresponding in states of mind is a very very effective tool. And people like Dan Siegel, who are writing a lot on neuroscience and psychotherapy, so he's written The Mindful Therapist. He said very clearly with that, because kindness is kind of quite a it's quite an uncontained. It could be considered to be an unscientific subject, really. I mean, it's what nice people do,
Okay.
but there is a very fundamental scientific basis to kindness. And I've got a little quote here that he said that, which I thought would be useful today. He said, "Our present state of scientific knowledge suggests that we can solidly affirm that kindness and compassion are to the brain what the breath is to life."
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow,
So
Joe, that is
yeah,
quite a
yeah, that's
quote,
quite
really.
powerful, isn't it? So page 85 in the Mindful Therapist, which is a great read if that's where I've certainly got most of my thinking from.
So just to
So he,
repeat that, so make sure
so yeah,
everybody's
shall
got
I
it.
say it one more time?
Oh, that would be
One
lovely.
more
Yes,
time,
please,
yeah.
Joe.
So he says, our present state of scientific knowledge suggests that we can solidly affirm that kindness and compassion are to the brain what the breath is to life. So what he means by that is that the impact of kind behaviours and compassionate behaviours, the the sort of scientific response in the brain is very very powerful indeed. So that's not a kind of pseudo kind of simpering sort of sweet, it's
Yeah.
a real, it's a and so it's a really good question that people are asking. So we have to take that a bit further, don't we? So
Mm.
um, in a way, the therapist has to make it central to their life if it's going to be an authentic sort of experience, that we are practicing in
Mm.
two areas. One is that we're able to be kind and compassionate to ourselves in a genuinely helpful and psychological way. And the other is that we can then share that in relationship with our clients. It's not really something you can suddenly turn on, one day,
Yeah.
because people know states of mind very quickly.
Yeah.